Hi, Leather Rokk here. Welcome to my channel. And I want you to take a look at this makeup and I want you to tell me if it reminds you of weed at all. Because I was inspired to create something that was like all the beautiful colors that can be found in cannabis. You know, the flowering, it gets these hairs in it, these purple hairs and these orange hairs and these red hairs and these yellow hairs and these lime green hairs. And I wanted to find a makeup look that did not involve a palette for a channel. I wanted to use a palette involving single eyeshadows, the old shadows that are always on the bottom of your makeup bag that you loved enough that you bought them singly through the years. Some of these shades are older than some of you guys. I want to use up my stuff. I certainly don't want to spend money I can't afford to. And I found all these groovy single shadows. And I decided to do a cut crease look that reminded me of weed. And this is a very special video. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to learn how I did it, stay tuned. Oh boy, I'm hot. I gotta tie my hair back. Oh, so I'm really inspired today to create something that's fun and it's colorful and still manages to make a statement, even if you wouldn't know what inspired it. I think a lot better when mine kind of can cool off here. I'd like to open my window, but we might get disturbed. It is 7:24 p.m. That means the curfew should have already started, but alright, first thing I'm going to do is grab my brushes, and you know what? I got to get my stuff to cover my eyes. Hold on. Okay, now, as before, I have the Ordinary foundation in Coverage Foundation color NS, neutral silver highlights, and this is what's on my eyebrows, a gray pencil from Germany somewhere. I've got a lot of options to use to cover my eyebrows with. I'm just going to use the ELF stick. Now, today I'm not using any palettes, as you already know. I'm deciding to make use of my single eyeshadows, and especially smaller companies that don't seem to be getting involved in some recent controversy. I want to go for, and now maybe some of them are bigger than I think, but I don't want to use any palettes. I want to use old stuff, you know, shop in my closet and all that, and not wasting time with a bunch of bullshit, boring neutrals. And I'm even going to show you some eyeshadows that I got in Los Angeles that are older than some of you. It's all the theme is I'm going to come up with a marijuana leaf look. This is going to be total Mary Jane. So, and as a matter of fact, I don't know if I can get away with it. I may even stop a little bit through to inhale. I probably couldn't show that on camera, but I am going to do a marijuana-inspired, colorful look. I got my brushes. I got a whole bunch of single colors, shadows that some companies you've maybe never heard of, like English Ideas. You guys ever heard of English Ideas? Well, so let me get my brushes. Let me cover up. Okay, this is good. Let's get started. I'm going to get a nice big fluffy brush. This brush is the B&H Cosmetics Studio Pro number 6. And I'm going to go with English Ideas. The color is called Picadilly. And it is a yellowish kind of color. And because it's not light enough for my skin tone, I'm not going to cover all the way. Matter of fact, why don't I have a mirror? Hold on. Okay, got my brush. Now, I don't want to cheat a little, but I want to use a little tiny bit of the white from the Ulta Beauty Sparkle Brighter, or Shine Brighter, excuse me. That was their Christmas collection, and because I need some kind of white. And I'm going to put this up here. Touch it a little bit more, because that yellowish color Picadilly is going to be too dark. Some of you can skip this and go straight to the Picadilly. If you're really dark, Picadilly can probably work for you. And I'm gonna, I decided I'm going to keep my used brushes here. I think this will be handy to hold them. Now, I'm going to take Picadilly, and I am going to get that kind of close. And you know what? I'm going to put that all over my lid, except for really, really touching the brow bone, because I actually want to be able to blend the colors for this look, because they're so bright. And I did a trial run of this look kind of yesterday, and it was a little muddier than I would have liked, and a little darker in a not bright enough way than I would have liked. So this color, because it's not dark enough to be the brow bone color, I have not used it very much. I had other products from English Ideas, and I used them up, and they must have taken down their website. I haven't been able to really find too much about them. Next thing I'm going to do is I love these colors. Whenever I'm wearing Pittsburgh Steelers makeup, this is actually, oh God, what's it called? It's a Revlon. These were new shades at the time, and I can't even read them. Oh God, I'll tell you in the notes. It's two yellows, one's much whiter, and I'm going to take the whiter one, and this is a vegan brush, V5, and I'm going to hit the, kind of not the brow bone, but just under where I was. Then I'm going to do the other side. Now I'm going to see what this looks like so far up against here. Subtle. Oh, that's about to change. Now, I'm going to use a smaller brush. This is the B&H Cosmetics number 17. I love, love, love very much. And I am going to dip into Avon. These are single pan shadows. I have this, which is called Catwalk. And then I have this one here, which is a very, very dark green. And this one is called Retro Peacock. But I'm going to start off with the purple shade. And this is so hard, and it's so hard to get a color payoff. I actually have to use the tip of the brush to get some loose shadow on. Then I'm going to get that, see how that's loaded. Now I don't dare set this on the hard drive in my computer here, because I have a feeling it's probably magnetized. So I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna not go too thick with this. I'm gonna get the thin line on the crease. Oh, this is too subtle. You know what? I'm gonna have to get a lot more on. If this is too subtle, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, this is subtle, but I'm going to repeat the other side. I just have this on a lid from actually a jar of hair dye, just so that I can have something else to put that on. Now I'm going to repeat what I did. If I hadn't put all those other shadows underneath, this color would have spread too much, and it would have been overwhelming. Do this again, try to make them match. Now, let's bring this over up against the wall so you can see what we're working with here. See if maybe I need to add a little bit more. Try to get them symmetrical. Now, in order to get this look to look dramatic and not be all blended, we're going to have to cut the crease. And for some of you, that might be a challenge. And you know what? I may think I know makeup, but it was a challenge for me at first too. And that's because I have hooded eyes and they sag. And you have to be careful. There's too much friction, which does happen, and it smears. But we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Got civil unrest going on out there. I'm not going out after this, so if it looks bad in a few minutes after I'm done, I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. Now, I'm not going to use the same thing that I used to cover this before. I'm going to use something else. You know what? I think I'm going to use my beloved white face. And I'm going to get a really small brush. I don't want to waste it. I don't have very much. Oh, wait a minute. Before we do anything, I want to show you somebody. Look who I have to show you. This is my tabby boy. I saw him jump down off his windowsill, and he was headed for under my bed, and he was going to run under there. Once he's under there, he's very hard to extricate, you know. Oh, look at this. Look at this. He's probably saying, "Send for help. Help me. I'm being held against my will. Oh, no." Yes, he was halfway under my bed, and I grabbed him by his generous avoirdupois. Oh, this is my baby. This is somebody I love very much. This is my tabby boy. Okay, now I can finish doing my makeup. And I have to wash my hands. Excuse me. Okay, I decided not to waste my white face. Instead, I'm going to use some of this Sassy Lady, S-A-C-E Lady. The color is number 01. Like I've said before, it's too dark for me, but this is going to be covered over anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter. I'm going to use to apply it and cut my crease. I'm going to use an old brush from Maybelline that's supposed to be an eyeliner brush, and it is, and that's usually what I use it for, but it's also really great for taking some foundation or concealer or something like that and cutting a crease. And if you've never seen a crease cut close up before, well, I'm sure you have. I'm going to show you how I do it, even though I know it's hard with the light situation. I'm going to go a little bit below, a little bit above where this purple seems to end, and I'm going to make a line, and then I'm going to clean my brush off because by now it's mixed with purple. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Clean off the brush. Now I'm going to load this with a little bit more of this foundation. I really should have enough, but just in case I don't. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a finger. Since I started, I got the line with the brush, and I'm just going to go down. Then I'm going to take that finger and get some more. Cut creases give you a clean, straight line. You know what? I'm going to use this brush to even it. I hope this is symmetrical. I really hate it when one is bigger than the other. It just burns my bridges. Let me see. Okay, you got the idea. And you know what? It doesn't even look completely symmetrical. But fuck it. Let's pretend it is, okay? Now, I'm not afraid of color. You know I'm not afraid of color. You're not afraid of color. Well, let's start with some greens, shall we? And I got two fantastic greens from Hot Topic. And I really love this packaging. This is rubbed off here, but here you can see a skull and crossbones. And I got these in the sale section of a Hot Topic in, I think, Mays Landing, New Jersey or something. I was out with my best friend slash astrologer who, and anyway, I really remember when I hang out with good friends and share experiences and stuff, So I'm going to use another one of those BH Cosmetics number 17s. And I'm going to start off with the lighter color. This is like a lime green metallic. And I'm going to see if I can get a decent color payoff without getting it wet. I'm being a little rougher than I should be with brushes like this. Let's get up close to back here. And I'm going to try using this as a mirror. Now, I don't want to disturb the purple. I just want to get in the inner corner. I don't know if you can even see that. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to go back into the eyeshadow. I'm trying to avoid going and getting a dish of water. I probably should have done that. But the thing is, sometimes if you have a water and you get the brush real wet, this can disturb the layer that you used for the cut crease. So I'm going to try to avoid having to do that. Even though these are wet dry shadows, they're baked. You see how long I've had them. Oh no, you didn't know how old these are. These particular shadows, I believe my father was still alive, and my father's been dead 10 years. So that may or may not be visible, but we got another color to do. And I'll put this over here. And now for the next brush I'm going to use, this is the same brush I used for it yesterday. This actually is a Wet n Wild brush. It's supposed to be a crease brush, even though I can't imagine anybody using a crease brush that thick. It's not necessarily one of my favorite brushes, but then again, all those other big fluffy brushes, they didn't do too well when I tried this yesterday. I am going to generously... Oh, I love this green. This is one of my favorite greens probably in the whole world. It is so bright. It's frosty, but it's bright and it's dramatic. And as a matter of fact, I couldn't even tell you the name of it because the label is off it. But I usually get this wet. Now I've got very nice bunch of color. And I'm going to hit this. See how soft this is? So now, if you just keep these colors dry, you can actually have a soft look if you're not into really, really hard colors. Load it, load it, load it. But I think cutting the crease is better than just starting with the purple, and then it ends up that there's too much of it. And you can see it's not a bright purple. But cutting the crease makes this look work. And it really does remind me of the colors. If you've ever held buds in your hand, they really do have different colors in them. There is purplish bud, blueberry bud. Now, I want it to look like it has some kind of red hairs in it. And I have an eyeshadow from Nicka K Cosmetics. As a matter of fact, I have to be very careful how I show you it, because it has been... It's got the crumblies on it. Do you see this? I love, 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 love this. And let me see if it actually has a name on the bottom. It is AB something that has a 01 in it. But now, if I put it right where I want to put it, it's going to need a transition of some kind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it down here, and then I'm going to get a smaller brush. Well, no, this is hardly smaller. Here, get a smaller brush like this. This is a B&H Cosmetics. I believe it's a flat shader brush. It can also be used as an eyeliner brush. I am going to touch this to here, and I'm going to use a very small amount of it. I'm going to go near the very outer part, but what I'm going to do is I want to leave some plain lid space. See, I'm going to do an angle, and then I'm going to press. But try not to really touch that purple if you can help it, because you might smear the cut crease. And this can be a little subtle, that's okay. And I am going, sorry about that, I thought there was something weird on the box that this is on. My computer's on a box before it's on the stand-up desk, and of course I have to be careful not to let it slide off or it will drop and I will cry a veil of tears. And preferably not on camera because I'm an ugly crier. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, trying to keep that angle. See, it's kind of subtle, but we are adding more. Now, I want to go back into this Revlon, these two yellows, and I want to hit it with the darker color, the darker yellow. And these are wet dry shadows, by the way. I'm going to try to do this dry if I can to make it a little bit more wearable, even though subtlety is not my strong suit, and I never claimed it was, but I'm thinking we're still stuck at home. People are bummed out. We got a pandemic. We've got looters and violence and a whole lot of really sad people around, and I want to take some time for us to not be sad, not be searching for answers, not finding all kinds of really interesting information that a lot of people in the public don't even want you to know. I want us to just kind of have a little bit of a spot where we can take a breath and can we think about something else for a while. So I'm thinking about pretty colors. Okay, now this brush is a Vivace brush. It's made to look kind of like one of those good MAC brushes, but it's cheap. This is from a dollar store. And I'm going to take it on its narrow side, and I'm going to hit that space in between the green and the red we just applied. And I'm not sweeping, I'm just pressing it down. Then I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to get into the color some more. And this will be a way to blend it without actually going through the blending process. I'm going to hit the other side. It just occurred to me, aside from the purple, this is probably looking like Rastafarian colors, which would make sense too, but I wasn't really trying for that. I was trying for what I thought were colors I see in weed. And then there's the rest of the story that I'll get to for why I'm inspired by this. But let's get a real close look and see so far, see what needs to be fixed. Alright, you guys want eyeliner. I do too. I'm going to get some. Hold on. Okay, there was one smudge I had to deal with. I noticed that this side was lower than the other, so I just went like this and I went like this. And I got a liquid waterproof eyeliner. This I've grown to like. This is the second one that I had of these. The first one was not waterproof, but the second one was. And this is a Wet n Wild H2O proof. It has a felt tip brush on it, and it's kind of a hard brush. You definitely want to scrape the edges here because it's very easy for too much to get in the corners. That's one caveat I have to say with this. I can't tell you how many times I ruined a look by smearing too much eyeliner on things. And I'm sweating here, so this might be risky doing this makeup here. I would like to get closer to the open window. And I wish the window was open now because, oh my God, I'm sweating. But I'm going to very carefully, you know what? I'm going to do it in the mirror. And I'm going to hope that you guys can see. Because if I try to do it, I know you would see better if I use this mirror as it, but I just can't see doing it. I'm hoping you can see this. Okay? Do you see what I'm doing? I hope you guys do. And I want to let that dry. I don't want to go blinky blinky and all of a sudden ruin everything. Oh, it's hot. Oh, whew, hot, hot, hot. I know I didn't wing it up yet. I want to make sure that it doesn't get crooked, so I want to do something to my under eye before I do that. Okay, here we go again. Okay. Oh, I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting. I'm melting. Oh, God, that's how it feels. And remember, folks, I don't have air conditioning. And to the very nice person on Facebook who said that she could get me an air conditioner, I really appreciate that. But, you know, they raise the electric bills, so I can't afford it. But that was a very nice thought. Oh, and I would open the window right now. And you know what? I'm going to open the window. Hold on. Oh, boy. So I have my window open now, and I have my container that I keep my mascaras in. And I think instead of getting that Bold Ambitions like I usually get, I'm going to get the Skull one. But I'm not going to put that on now because I want to do some colors underneath. So let me get these brushes. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some color underneath before I hit it with the eyeliner. And so I'm going to hit this Avon brush, this Avon eyeshadow called Catwalk, the dark purple that's in my crease. And I'm going to make this brush even narrower. This is the B&H Cosmetics number 17, which is one of my favorite brushes, but I really want a thin line, and I don't want it to smear. So I'm going to touch a little bit to here. See what I got? Then I'm going to touch a little bit to here. I want them to be symmetrical. And I'm going to get up close so you guys see what I did. Now, time for some of that red. You know what? Let me sit. Whoa. I'm confusing one basket from another. I have a basket full of makeup, and I also had a basket full of incense. So I'm going to go back in this Nicka K red color and this B&H Cosmetics brush, and I am going to get a little under here, and I'm going to get a little under here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get what looks like the start of a rainbow, kind of, sort of, well, the purple and the red. I'm not putting a blue in this, though, because, I mean, you know, there's no blue in this color scheme. Then I am going to get the, where's the, here it is, the green, the darker green, like an emerald kind of green. And I'm going to very carefully get a small part of this Wet n Wild brush, and I am going to very carefully get here, and I'm going to repeat it on the other side. And most of this you're not going to see because I am going to put black eyeliner underneath it. I'm going to get here. And as you can see, I got a little smudge here. Oh boy, this is going to be fun getting the eyeliner on top of this. And you see, my face is, sweat is dripping. Now, very carefully, scrape off the excess, and let's line under the eyes. And I think for this, I can safely use this computer. Very nice. Might not be perfect, but oh, I hope it doesn't. Now, I'm not going to dip this all the way down. There's enough scraped off that I'm going to coat the tip, and I hope the sweat's not up here. And now I can wing up. I'm balancing my computer on my left hand. I'd really like to smoke on camera, but something tells me that that would combine two very different genres, and I don't kid myself as to how all the people that watch my makeup videos feel on the subject. And I know some of you are parents and maybe grandparents, and you might be babysitting your kids watching my makeup tutorials, even though I specifically say my videos are not for children. But you know what, this is not symmetrical. That means this is going to be thicker, and that means I have to fix the other side. I'll be right back. Oh, where were we? So, you guys want to know why I'm doing a cannabis-inspired makeup tutorial? I'll tell you why, and damn right I just inhaled. Among the looting and the civil unrest that was going on, you want to know what was trashed and looted? One of the fucking medical marijuana dispensaries. Now, I have not felt safe enough to walk around going exploring where some of this crap happened, but that's what I was told. So, okay, let's do the mascara. Yeah, they were upset, and so they decided to go break those glass windows and steal all the pot. Now, this mascara, before I put it on, this is by Hang Fang, and it is their Max Volume Mascara. I got it on Wish.com, and I love its big, giant brush. Oh, it's got this nice big brush, even though I've got, there, had to shake off some excess, but I love their big, fluffy brushes. Okay. I really enjoy this mascara. I see it, I will buy it again, even though I really don't think I'm going to buy any more non-waterproof mascara. Now that summer is definitely upon us, I don't want mascara to run. Even though it makes it take longer to take my makeup off. I mean, who among us likes to have our makeup ruined by either mascara or eyeliner that smudges and runs? That's no fun. And I think I got a smudge. Damn it. Okay. But got some cheek color to put on. And where I'm going to get that from, do you guys remember a company called Artmatic? Oh, they used to sell makeup that was at all kinds of 5 and 10s. And anyway, this is a duo, and the label is missing now. But there's a pink color And there's a peachy color. And I'm thinking, since there's so many greens and yellow and red and everything, I'm thinking the peachy color will be best. Oh, I want you guys to get some notice to this top. I don't want to smudge it right now, but this top actually rolls down. It almost looks like one of those optical illusion things. It looks like just a psychedelic painting, and the more you look at it, it's supposed to be a 3D image. And they used to sell them, and you'd see them in the windows, and I'd stand looking for minutes and minutes and minutes at a time, and I could never see those images. But maybe some of you guys know what I'm talking about, that they would sell them. I would see them in store windows in Los Angeles, and all big cities, actually. So I'm using a cheap dollar store brush, and I'm going to go into the peach shade, and I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to hit it like I would a highlighter or something. See, these nice thing about these, they don't have a real hardcore color payoff. With cheap colors, you don't want something like that. You want something that's light and buildable, because it's a hell of a lot harder to take off too much. And especially if you happen to be sweating, you know, that's going to pick up the color and intensify it. So I'm not going to add any more to this side. I'm going to this and do the other side. And I set my lipstick out. Okay, I got it. For my lipstick, I'm going to, first I'm going to have to dry my mouth off, because sweaty mouths are not going to hold lipstick well. And of course, I didn't think of bringing tissues or something with me. And everywhere I try to dry myself off, I'm glistening with sweat, so good luck for me there. But this color, I love the way it smells. It's a POPFEEL is the brand, and the color, it just has a B09 POPFEEL lipstick. But I really love the smell of it. It smells, has like a berry smell to it, like a grape smell. I love a good tasting lipstick. And the price was really good too. So let's see what this looks like. What do you think? I don't know if this says pot to you, but it does to me. And when I came up with it, I wasn't under the influence. I was just thinking about what happened to those people and their jobs. And there's so much damage around here, and I haven't had time to go out filming. I have to think of my safety first. But I just wanted to post something that was creative and beautiful and positive, so I can make my days posting. Cannabis leaf pot cut crease. And not using any palettes, just using old single shadows. I'm shopping my closet here. Matter of fact, I found a few other things that don't fit me that I think I'm going to sell. Do you like this look? If you like this look, give it a thumbs up. If you like me and my content, I'd love to have you subscribe. Hit the bell so you don't miss anything. I will take you on my adventures, and it gets exciting sometimes, and it's fun. Have fun. Talk to you soon. Bye.